Hello guys, welcome once again to our channel. If you're not subscribed, please make sure you click on the subscription button down below to subscribe. And also make sure you like and comment on our videos. So today we're going to be talking about the new episode of the Real Housewives of Potomac, and this is gonna be the episode 8. How did you guys feel about the whole episode in general?
Hmm. Well, it was a little slow at times, and a few things that I enjoyed about it.
Um, how about
That's
you,
fair.
Sugar?
I'm very disappointed. Very disappointed. I don't
Oh,
understand. I'm sorry.
wow. Why?
I don't know why. I'm sorry. Mine's very loud. Let me turn this down. I don't know why they are still in Texas. Why are they still there? They've been there for like 4 episodes. The storyline is horrible. Way too much Ashley. And I could go on and on and on. But I'll wait.
Okay. My God. Um, for me, I, I I think I'm tired at this point. What I wasn't expecting for us to be talking about, I guess we're still in that version. So I'm literally disappointed that we're still there. But anyway, let's just go ahead and talk about the episode. Started off the episode with the two groups. One group we had Neka, um, Mia, and Robin. While the other group we had Candice, Wendy, and Karen. No. So the first group, Neka and Robin and Mia. Mia literally was trying to like be like, okay, I had a chat with Wendy and she told me about some things that the shrine stuff is some the Catholic also have shrines, that we have good shrines, we have bad shrines, blah 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 stuff. And was like trying to explain to Neka, and Neka was just like, you know what? No, she's a liar. She's a liar. So now, before she says that she doesn't believe in shrine, now she's saying that they are shrines now, but they are good shrines. How is that possible? That's a lie. And she's trying to deflect. Then Robin also saying that, oh, she's trying to deflect, like saying that the whole family is troubled by this. There's the Robin trying to bring it down to herself, like, oh, your family is not being disturbed. My family has been disturbed. I'm like, how did we get from Wendy saying that this whole thing affects her family to your own family being dragged or anything? Like, I don't understand how those two literally went together at all. And my question will still be, why are we still talking about shrines and whatnot? Why? And I see that Wendy is trying to like, probably by trying not to just talk more about it, she's trying not to give that stuff too much, you know, how would I put it? Too
Much
much
energy.
strength.
Yeah.
Why Neka is just there swelling and adding the way she did her facial expression. I'm like, the way she said no, they're no bad shrines and good shrines. And I'm like, for someone that talks about this shrine thing, now you're scared and everything. I think I would say that I'm disappointed in Neka. Like, absolutely disappointed in Neka. Very, very more disappointed in her, because the more I think at this stage, the more she opens her mouth, the more she's just like, what the hell is this lady doing here? To me, oh, that's just to me. The more she opens her mouth, the more I'm like, mm-mm, no. Because the way she said that no, that they're not good shrines and bad shrines. Like, yes, the weddings might be wrong, but she knew what Wendy was trying to say. She understood what Wendy was driving at because she's also in Nigeria and she grew in Nigeria.
Mm.
And just because you want to prove your point, just because you still want to stand as an outright person in front of these ladies, you would, you know, stand on anything just for Wendy to still look like. I'm not saying Wendy is a good person or the right person, but I believe that as one time you just tell yourself like, okay, fine, I was wrong. There are some things that I'm not really saying that are truthful like that. You're using the fact that these ladies might not really understand or grasp the shrine thing, the altar thing. You're using their naiveness against or in your favor. And that's not fair. That's just my own point of view in that conversation. And when it came to the other group, when Wendy was like, her mom was sick and she had to go to the hospital, they took an ambulance. What's Wendy's part is that I didn't understand how she could associate her mom being sick to the fact that um this lady is saying what she's saying. I agree with Candice. Your mom being sick is one thing. Neka saying what she's saying and standing on what she's standing on is another different thing. They cannot just be in the same sentence or same environment. It's not possible. So the way she was trying to associate her mom's sickness or her mom's health to the fact that this shrine thing and all that thing is going on did not make sense to me. But I understand she's also trying to gain sympathy, like, my mom is sick, and to sit down here and hear you talk about my mom in a bad light, knowing that my mom is probably very sick, it's not something I would love. After all, nobody likes things being said about their mom. Even if you know that those things that are being said about your mom is true, nobody likes those kind of things being said. Um, I'm that kind of person. Even after my mom died, somebody tried saying, this one was even my family member. They tried saying something trashy about my mom. I knew I forgot that we're family members, and I went deep on you. So I understand that you don't like you don't like people talking about your mom in a light you don't like. So I understand that part. But her trying to associate her mom being sick and the witchcraft thing and the shrine thing with her mom being sick, it didn't make sense for me. That's just my summary of this whole division. So I don't know if any other person felt any a different way when it came to this interaction between these two groups.
No, I basically felt the same way, simply because like we've heard about this, you know, episode after episode after episode. It's like, when are you guys gonna get past this, or is this like the root of the tree? You know what I'm saying? So
Yeah.
I don't see why they can't move past it. Like, uh, does Mecca have a storyline other than Wendy?
Exactly.
It's like, I don't know why she's holding on to this and keep talking about it, because it's really making my head hurt. That's why I said, it's kind of boring and like the same stuff that we already went over. you
Mhm.
know So it was just dragging. It just dragged on and on and on, and I was kind of bored.
Yeah, it is. And it is kind of creepy too, because it seems like she's just always watching to see what Wendy is doing. At least that's how they're trying to make it appear. So, and then just looking for any hiccup for Wendy to make so that she can say the shrine stuff, or whatever it is that she's accusing her or the mother of. But yeah, nothing more going on with that. And then she needs to work on her charm and charisma in the confessionals, because she's just like just dead. Just there's no punchline. There's no change in her voice. Just, yeah, Wendy's mom needs to. It's like, But no, she's a newbie, so hopefully she'll be more animated. But I've seen her do some interviews on YouTube, and she has much more, she's much more energetic and has much more personality than she does in her confessionals.
Mhm.
I literally haven't watched any of her interviews. She say she joined the show. I haven't watched any of her shows.
A quick
So
question for
I,
you: did they say anything about her on the news or any entertainment shows when she was there recently for Christmas?
no, we don't like her. We don't like her, so um, just stay on your lane. Be on your lane. That's just it. You know, she. I just feel she just went through to the wrongest part. I don't know. Probably it's gonna get better, but I don't see it getting better because she's taking this thing too far for me. Too far.
Right.
I was shocked. Before we go ahead and talk about how she took it so far, let's
Okay,
just
but I just want to ask this question. I just want to put it out there.
yeah.
Could it be that Mecca may be a little jealous of Wendy because she's established? Yeah, she has that doctor title of philosophy, you know. Um, she's grounded, she has the children, she has the husband, she has the career, she's doing this, she's doing that. Could it be that Mecca's a little bit jealous? Because Mecca, she's young. You know what I'm saying? So
Even if
maybe she's
you go
a
ahead.
little haterish, you know.
Hmm. But what the question is, why would she be jealous of Wendy? Like why?
Well,
Why?
Wendy developed her own style. You know,
Yeah.
she's in her groove right now. You know what I'm saying? She's living her life. She's unbothered. You know what I'm saying? Mecca, what have we seen from her really? Other than her moving in her place. Well, have they moved in? Has she decorated? Like, where's the open house? Where's the, housewarming party? I mean, what are you doing? I don't understand like what her place is right now, other than talking about Wendy. So when a person keeps talking about you so much, it has to be something about you that they're looking at themselves that they don't really have. You know what I'm saying?
Mhm. But I would still have to ask myself, what exactly would she be jealous of Wendy for? Because it seems like her husband is well to do, they
Mhm.
are rich. What else? Why? I, I don't even think the kind of titles they have over here back in Nigeria. I don't also think that Wendy and her family has this kind of same title. So why the question will still be, what is the point of jealousy there? Like maybe the fact that maybe she wants to be as popular as Wendy, which I know you would also get there if you do well, if you act right, you also get there.
Right, but
It's one.
maybe she felt, hey, Wendy's up on this pedestal when she doesn't deserve it because I should be there.
Oh, then the thing should be do things that will make me as a viewer just say to myself, yes, you deserve to be there, not Wendy.
Hmm.
Is that not what you should be focused on? Make me fall in love with you.
Right, I
I
just want
see you and I'll be
to
like, yeah, that's just it. You should make me fall in love with you. Not trying to create a storyline. Okay, fine. If I come and tarnish this person's image, like, man, I,
Well,
We went to
she said Nigeria. Uh, she was born in Nigeria, but LA raised her. Well, you know what? I'm about to throw you back, girl, because we don't act like that out here. you, you know, like you doing too much. You know, too much, and it's the same
too
little
too
nagging stuff.
much.
Sit down and figure out who you are. Show us.
Exactly. Exactly. That's my own. Show me the real Neka. I want to see Neka for who you are. Like, who are you?
Right.
That is what I want to see at the end of the day. Well, anyway, today's episode was basically the preparation for Karen's triple 20th birthday, and we saw them dressed because um Ashley wanted to take them to a drag event, and I'm not gonna lie, everybody dressed came like they came prepared. But who was your best dressed? Emiat, who was your best dressed even for your girls? Who was your best dressed?
Karen.
Karen, really?
Well, yeah. I mean, I was looking at their outfits and I was like, okay, I could not wear what Robin's wearing because she looks
Mhm.
like she's. I don't know if she's look like she's going on a job interview or,
Oh my
she's
god.
auditioning for Barbie or, and oh my God, Mia, girl, no. Like, what the hell were you thinking of? What made you think that really was a cute outfit? Who else is that back there? Um, in that orange, I can't see who that is. Wendy. Okay, let's start with Wendy. Wendy, no. Like, You just was. Oh, you didn't leave anything to the imagination. Like, I didn't want to see all of that, and then the bending over part. No, stop. You know what I'm saying? Candace, no, baby, you look like you need a meal or two. No, Candace. Now, Ashley, like, girl, stop. You know what I'm saying? And I tripped off when they was calling her cactus. I was like, cactus, and then I looked at her outfit has cactus print. I was like, okay, they wrong. But no, Karen, yeah, I could see myself wearing something like Karen Moore. I mean, it
Yeah.
was risque, you know what I'm saying? But
Yeah.
it was the cutest. And oh,
What?
and uh, oh, uh, Giselle. Oh my God, Auntie, stop. She, I don't know who picks her clothes out, but I don't like her clothing. I it just looks like something that my aunt would wear.
What about you, shop reality? What was your best dressed? Who was your
Well,
best dressed?
well, I love Robin's style. Surprisingly, I liked the suit that she had on. I thought it was very tasteful. I love the color; it was so pretty. I also like Giselle's dress, and I like Karen's dress too. So I guess I'm much more on the conservative side. 'Cause I really like what they had on. Did not like Ashley's. I can't stand her. I can't stand the way she dresses. So that's a no. Candace always
Mm.
looks ridiculous. It's like she tries so hard to be so retro, so different, and she just can't ever seem to pull it off. And then what Wendy had on, very daring. Now I don't know if you guys heard the comment that Neka made when she kind of implied that Wendy returns her clothes, like wears them from the
Yeah,
store and takes them.
Yeah, I
Yeah, did
did.
you guys hear that?
Yeah, I did.
I
I
wondered
did.
about that too. I was wondering myself if she was renting her clothes because every time you see her, she's got on some designer outfit, very expensive. And it's like, this is not the same person that we met years ago who looked really homely when we first met her on the screen. I know everybody improves, but like
Mhm.
everything she wears, like this blue Bodysuit, it's like $1,000. Like you can get it
Wow.
on sale for like 500 and something. Yeah.
Oh,
Like
good.
$900.
Mhm.
Yes. So it's like,
Wow.
right. It's like how many times are you going to be able to wear that? Everybody saw you in it. You can't wear that again. You're
Mm,
a celebrity. You can't. So I wondered about that too, but I heard her say that. She's like, oh, what did she say? Something like, yeah, she's going to take it back or something. She said, I wonder if she took it back already. I was like, ooh.
mm,
But yeah, but I loved Robin's suit. I'm more of a conservative person myself, so I loved her suit. Karen's was nice, but it was see through. And
yeah.
it looked familiar. I think we have seen someone else wear something like that. I think Mia wore something like that before.
Mm.
Okay, that's all I have to say. I'm going to get back to my burrito.
Oh my
But
god.
I'm still here.
Well, mm. Well, for me, yeah, I don't know. I just love at least they all came out in style. I really didn't have any best dress, but I just love that they understood the assignments in their own way and they came out
Mhm.
looking good. Now, so this whole chaotic dinner, why are they trying to always? Why do they always want to try? Especially Ashley. Why was she trying to talk about this Candies and Robin stuff? Like they don't want to make peace. Simple and short. Let it go, right? And the
Mm.
fact that what is the fact that Ashley is forgetting that I think there were like 3 or 4 episodes where Robert and Giselle literally talked about Candice and her husband's marriage on their podcast.
Mm.
So are we excusing them talking about somebody else's marriage and discussing it in the bad light on their podcast? But then Candice coming on Twitter tweeting is a bad thing. The both of you were wrong. Accept it. You can't say this one is right just because you want to prove a point. Just because you came on Twitter is not different than you going on your podcast and saying the same thing she's saying on Twitter. So for them, for Ashley to stand here and sit down there and say those things, and Candice being like, "Oh, let's make it this and stuff. Let's stop going on Twitter to talk about each other in the bad." Like, so can you? Okay, so we can open podcast, right, and talk about shit, talk shit about each other, right? So that's a very good one. We can talk about each other on Twitter, but when we open, let's go open our podcast and start talking because her and Giselle literally talk about these ladies on their podcast. And
Mm.
Candice, I can remember that last season, they talked about Candice a lot.
Mm.
And Chris. So are they like, did they like become did they have amnesia to forget that they did talk about Chris and Candice in the bad light on their podcast? Just because Candice have Twitter fingers. Of course, the line keeps on moving. The both of you are wrong. Candice, you were wrong. I think Candice on our own understands that yes, I was wrong. But don't come and be saying I'm wrong when you yourself you were wrong. You're asking me to take accountability. You're asking me to understand that I was wrong. But you were standing on the right, saying that you were right in your own way. How? And when she was crying, like I'm tired of the tears of Robin. I'm tired. You were wrong going somewhere to cry, and the ladies were like, "Oh, she's going." Like, mm-mm. The both of them are wrong. The earlier this whole group accept that both Candice and Robin are both equally responsible for everything that happened in their friendship, I think that's when they'll start moving forward.
I mean, I agree, but I'm just tired of the tears. I'm tired of them not getting through a conversation or not getting through a dinner or a gathering without, the pettiness. You know what I'm saying? If you don't like each other, you don't like each other. I didn't understand, excuse me, I didn't understand why Ashley felt the need to bring up their dirt, when her and Candace have their issues. You know what I'm saying? Everything was going smooth, until this comes up. And why? It wasn't like you were trying to make them like resolve something and be friends. You didn't give them that platform to do that. It, Ashley was just being messy.
As usual. I just cannot. This lady. I don't know. Did you guys see Carlos King's review of this episode?
Mm-mm, no.
No,
Well,
I haven't
basically
looked
he
at it.
well basically he was saying that Ashley is there because the producers use her, as we already know, use her to say certain things, do certain things. Because in my opinion, she serves no purpose. Even if she is stirring the pot, they have other people to do that. Giselle can do that, and Mia can do that. They
Hmm.
don't need Ashley on there. She is super corny. She gets on my nerves. I cannot stand her. That whole painting thing where they painted, that was just so corny. It's like she just does not belong with this group. I don't think she belongs on this show. She gets on my nerves. I cannot stand her. And it's so clear that she was trying to start something. It's just like,
Hmm.
and it's like, Candace, why do you keep falling for it?
Yeah.
You know what this is about, but then I have to think, okay, she's aware that as she's trying to get under her skin, as she's trying to get a reaction out of her, so let me just go ahead and just give my reaction because we do need to make a show. But then we see that you try so hard to be Ashley's friend. It's so obvious that you want to be her friend so badly. So it's
Mm.
like, why want to be friends with somebody who does this sort of stuff to you? I just don't care for her. That's it.
Right. I don't get this whole Robin thing and Candace thing. You make Robin upset or for whatever reason, Robin gets upset. Robin, she walks away, then Candace starts talking, and then Candace cries. Like, what? Hold up. Hold up, Tiger. You were the one who was just going rah, rah, rah. And all of a sudden you look back at you and now you're folding up your little handkerchief and you're doing the little corners of your eyes. Like, stop. You know what I'm saying? I'm just I'm just about had it with these two. They need to figure this stuff out because it's stupid.
Very, and it's monotonous.
Yeah.
It's the same thing. And it's so clear. Like I don't feel sorry for Candace because you knew how these people were. You saw the way that they treated Monique. You saw
Right.
how they do things season after season. So you had to have known that your time was coming. And now you went too far in their eyes with the
Hmm.
things you said about Giselle. You really put her on Front Street. And so now she's feeling the backlash. So it's clear that they're coming for you. And you can feel it. So you're sitting there, like you said, doing the tears, crying, carrying on. And I guess she's so hurt by Robin because Robin was supposed to be like a big sister to her. And I'm kind of concerned too how Robin is spreading it on so thick with her, claiming that she's upset with Candace. It's just like, what did Candace do? She did go on say a few things about fraud or whatever, but come on. Like Candace does this kind of stuff. But this time around, you're so angry with her. You can't even look at her. You can't. And it's just like, are you really that angry with her? Or is this you trying to cover ups for what happened with the situation with Juan so that people are not talking much about that? Or is it because your friend has gotten into your ear and your friend's not cool with Candace and says she'll never be? So now you have to not be cool
Mm-hmm.
with Candace. Yeah. And
Hmm.
that bothers me because Candace really looked to Robin as a big sister. She loved Robin. And Robin's supposed to be this level headed one that everybody likes. So to see her act out like this towards Candace, that is not okay.
Mm. Even myself, I don't understand. Like she's acting so thick, and the fact that okay, you guys claim to be friends before, like I know sometimes things happen in friendships, but she tried to reach out to you in private. Like the text message was even brought out when she asked her, "Are you mad at me?" No reply, nothing. But you always want to address it in front of the ladies. But never like, why do you always want to address it in front of the ladies and not in private? Why don't you guys just have a sit down as friends? Have a sit down and see where it goes.
Who, Robin and Candace?
Yes.
Yeah, and it sounds like Candace was saying that that's what she thought was going to happen. But then Robin, I don't want to talk to her. They're trying to get me to talk to her.
Mm-hmm.
Yes. Like, why are you treating her like this? This is supposed to be your little sister. You know, this is a TV show. You know that your best friend doesn't, says that she'll never be okay with her. And it's clear that you guys are grouped up, Giselle, Robin, Mia, and Ashley. So that just leaves Karen. Nobody, Karen's not going to go anywhere. But you leave Wendy on the outs and you leave Candace on the outs. And it's like, why are they on this trip with people who don't want to talk to them? And it's just so sad because it's like, Wendy, we know that they don't like Wendy now, or they claim that they don't. Well, Giselle doesn't. But Wendy was then trying to facilitate some conversation, and the way they treated Wendy last season. And it's just like now they're doing the same thing to Candace. Candace needs, that's kind of how the reality shows work, right? The two people do need to have this talk. But now Robin's not allowing it to happen. So I'm sure Candace is frustrated because at this point they should have had a sit down by now and had the conversation. And then, the way Robin is acting is not cool because this was supposed to be your little sister and you're treating her like this.
Mm, yeah. What? What? I just had it. I had to put this. Like, this is one of the point that Neka was pissing me off. Like, how did she judge the situation in the way she judged it? Because I was surprised. She was like, "Oh, Candace, what she just needs from you is for you to take accountability." Babe, she just joined the group.
I was thinking the
You
same
just,
thing.
just like
I
you
was
just
like, who
joined.
are you? Exactly. You exactly. You don't know these people.
Oh my God. You just joined the group. You don't know what's going on. You don't know their relationship. You don't know what they've been through all through the years. You don't know how it was for the both of them. So you don't understand the emotions that the both of them are going through. So if others are talking about it because they already know how they were, where they were coming from, you were not supposed to have any input. Your input was not necessary. We didn't need you to side. And I knew she was just siding because, of course, Candice is Wendy's friend and she's never going to stop being Wendy's friend. Of course, she's going to side with Roman that has always been by her side, supporting her in whatever she said. Does it make sense? You were
Yeah, but
not there.
but if she sticks around long enough, she'll get her turn where they'll come after her. Especially if her relationship is too good and she's happy and in a loving situation, they're going to come and get you, right?
I'm
You
telling
can't be
you.
happy in love on that show.
Wow.
I like she would get her turn. Surely. She would. Now she's just enjoying that grace of, okay, we've seen somebody else that will attack Wendy for us. Very soon that storyline will get exhausted and they will need a new target. And just because she did not bring herself into the group in the right way, she's gonna be the next target. And they're gonna go hard on her. And I feel bad for her because when they go hard on her, who will then be by her side? Because it's the same
Right.
people that she has aligned herself with that will be the same people going after her. That's just it. And I feel bad for her. I feel bad. I I feel real bad for her. Well, I still don't feel bad because I'm watching. I want to see what's gonna happen.
And then did you hear her say that Wendy better be cool or something she said, or I'll tell what else I know, or something like she's got more that she's going to be bringing out.
Yeah, I heard
And it's
that.
right. And it's like, what did Wendy do to you? Why do you keep coming for her? But you know what? She's
I
doing better than the other girl, Azalea. I don't remember her name. The other new lady that they had a couple
The
seasons
other new
ago who
lady,
did
yeah.
Yeah, this Aneka's doing better, mixed blending in better with the group than the other lady. Yeah, I don't remember her name.
Hmm. Well, anyway, I wish her well in her endeavors on going after Wendy. I really wish her well. Oh, this. Oh my god! I had to take the picture when she looked so stupid. I'm sorry, but she
Oh,
did.
wow.
She did. Because why the hell did she have to do that? Like, it was not necessary. And of course, I'm not gonna lie, Wendy ate. She didn't. Like when I saw her, I thought when she was thumbing down Wendy, when I saw I was like, okay, let me see your own walk. It's gonna be perfect. She didn't even do that well. She couldn't even walk on the hills. It looks as if her legs were shaking on the hills. Is that what you were thumbing down Wendy for? She couldn't even shake the ass. I just saw the skirts just shaking. There was nothing. Just the skirts were just shaking. Seems the breeze could blow her away. And you're thumbing down somebody. Like I don't understand. I still don't get that. Like the dislike is real. Is bad. Like it's so bad. I don't still get. Why did she have to thumbs down Wendy? We have Mia not liking Wendy. Mia didn't do that. We have Robin not liking Wendy. Robin didn't do that. We have Giselle not liking Wendy. Giselle didn't do that. Why did you have to do that? I still don't get. Still don't get at all.
I just feel like I said, she's just, she's young. She's a hater. You know what I'm saying? She wants that
Mm-hmm.
attention. She wants that following. Some people love Wendy. Some people don't like Wendy. But Wendy probably have more people that love her than that don't like her. Winneca's probably just getting people left and right saying, you know what, nah, we don't even like you. you know. So I just think there's a lot of haterade in that.
Yeah, and it's unnecessary and it's so obvious. And it's like what did she do to you? You claim that you guys have never really formally met. I think she said that they spoke to each other at some event in passing or whatever. But like what did she do to you? And if the mother did all these things to you, then show proof of the mother doing these things to you. And now I feel bad for the mother, finding out that the mother was having health issues.
Yeah.
And you're saying this stuff about this lady?
Hmm.
Man, I, I don't know. Like this family dynamics has to really be explained to us because this dislike is bad. They need to explain to us what really went on because it's not looking as if it's not the story that even Neka is saying. That's the problem. It's not even the shrine because you always repeat. I don't have a relationship with Wendy. She's not the one that did me anything. Just that I didn't have to acknowledge that her mother did that. You say the mother was a problem. Why there's so much hate on Wendy? Why don't you channel your hate on her mom? Why on Wendy? Because I'm like, please, you guys should tell us the real story. What is going on exactly? I want to know what is really going on. Well, I don't know. Well, at the end of the day, I did enjoy the party. Like I love the drag party, and Karen was having the time of her life. She was having fun, and I love that at least they tried to be cordial enough not to have issues or have a fight during this whole stuff. But
Right.
there's one thing, like before we kind of end the slide, there's something I wanted us to talk about. This chat that Robin um had with one. How did you guys see this conversation? Because he was saying, be the biggest person. It looks like he is not comfortable with Robin and Candice having issues. He was literally, basically, I think she was surprised when he told her to be the bigger person and literally try to make up with Candice, because I don't think that's what she wanted to hear from one. And he said his FaceTime is having issues. Does FaceTime have issues? Maybe my own is confusing because for me, I don't understand how your FaceTime is having issues. You can
Only
FaceTime
time,
me.
yeah, only time is having an issue is if you don't push join, right?
Yeah,
Or push that button, right?
exactly. That's why I was confused.
Yeah,
Maybe that's what I'm saying. Maybe I don't know the wrong thing of, like, I don't really do so much FaceTime. So
right.
probably I really don't know a lot about it. So
I don't know. I personally had an issue with that phone call because first off, why is it that we're not FaceTiming? And you heard her ask, like, what are you doing? What are you doing?
yeah,
Because she's she's skeptical about she's out of town. Like, what is he doing when I'm not around? You know what I'm saying? Because she kind of has a feeling he's a dog, you know? So she's questioning, like, what are you doing? What are you doing? Oh, well, like it took you too long to say something. All those, you trying to think, you know? So, oh, you're folding clothes. I would have said, well, start to dryer for me. You know what I'm saying?
yeah.
you know? Because, yeah, that was an excuse. He sounded like he was up to no good on that conversation. And yeah, 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 just be the bigger person, be the bigger person. Because he's trying to rush her on off the phone. He's busy. He don't want her to hear his background. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, I didn't like that conversation. And I'm kind of glad she hung up in his face, but you know, shit, she got a lot to deal with him. I swear.
Yeah, and it's obvious. Well, I shouldn't say it's obvious. I We're not used to getting so much of him, in a season. So he's kind of gone on the radar where we really don't know what his personality is like. Usually in the
Mm-hmm.
past, he's just kind of coming and going. Now we're hearing conversations. And I'm wondering if both of them are under pressure for him to be on the show.
Mm.
Because like we weren't getting all this from them. I think there was one season where we did get more of him than usual, but now it's just like, are they being forced to have him on the show? So now, she goes and calls him. It's like that was odd. What happened to her just going and
Mhm.
having a conversation with Giselle? No, she's gonna go and call him. What are you doing? And it's just, and he answered the phone and he's actually talking. I remember in the past when she'd call him, he would always, I'm at the barber shop, I gotta go. Or he had to, go do something. So it's very awkward. It really is awkward. And again, I just don't like the way she's treating Candace. It's like, let it go, Robin. It's just not okay. This is supposed to be your little sister, and she needs to have this sit down with you so we can move the story along. But you won't have the sit down. So now what?
For me,
You
I
guys
feel
see
like Giselle is
Go
the
ahead.
one pushing her.
Right.
I feel Giselle is the one pushing her for the friendship not to work. And I feel, and also this one issue has literally given Robin a turnaround, because some things she does, and I'm like, what's going on? This excessive calling of one, even, it's so uncomfortable for me. When I saw her calling him out like, please, let's not be like the last episode when he literally shouted on her.
Yeah.
That was what I was praying against because it would have looked bad, you know. And did you see the way he was almost screaming when she kind of said, when she didn't like what she was hearing from him, and she was like, you know what, I'm gonna call you later. And he was like, no, no, no. He didn't like the fact that she wanted to cut off the call.
Really?
Yeah, because he's going to be busy later.
Well, the fact that he doesn't really support his wife, like, let your reasoning be together. Like, support her for once. Even if you know her reasoning is not okay, but at least, in presence of everybody, support her. Probably when you are indoors, behind closed doors, you'll be like, oh, babes, I know I supported you outside there just because I didn't want to embarrass you, but you were wrong. Like, that's how you do things. You don't come be embarrassing me outside, making me feel like I'm a dummy. The way, like, be the bigger person. Just listen to what she has to say. Like, I know, yes, Robin has to, have a sit down with Candace, but the way he was saying it to her, like, it's not a way a loving spouse should tell his wife, like, okay, I feel like you and your girlfriend should have a sit down. That was not in the way he was doing it. I don't
She
know.
being really reasonable, and
But
not willing to bend, you know,
yeah,
that she's stuck in her ways when it comes to Candace, but yeah, to me, all that's just painting a different picture. I mean, is this a marriage by paper only? Because they're on the show.
mm-hmm.
I mean, has he sat down and broke it down to her? Hey, look, this is what's going on. This is what I'm willing to do. This is what I'm willing to give you. This is what I'm not willing to give you. Take it or leave it. You know what I'm saying? Has he put his demands down for the reasons why he's willing to stay? Because to me, this doesn't look like a loving marriage at all. This looks like a bad business arrangement. You know, yeah, we gonna be together because hey, we got to get this bread. We still got these boys to raise. In the meantime, hey, don't question me about what I'm doing. I'm gonna do me. I'll be back home, but I'm gonna do me, and you just going to do what you was doing. That's how it seemed like it to me. Like, I don't know. I could be wrong. But I've lived long enough to know when something's not right.
Yeah. But did you guys see the trailer for next week's episode where Mia was like asking him questions like, did he have to go to the hotel room? Did you
Hmm.
hear his excuse?
Yeah.
Yeah, he said he had to put his credit cards down. Is that what he said?
Hmm.
And she said you could do that over
Man,
the phone or something. She said. That's what I said.
yeah.
That's what I said. She could stir the pot. She does a better job than Ashley. Ashley is so obvious. It's like Ashley, you start laughing and smiling before you can even get it out. With Mia, she'll say slick stuff like that with a straight face. They don't need Ashley. Mia can do it, and Giselle can do it, but Mia can. I just want Ashley to be gone. It's just like why they keep her around. But back to what you're saying, yeah, that was interesting. Yeah, and did you see Mia's new love interest?
No.
I did over the New Year.
Yeah,
No, I
I
didn't.
did.
I'm gonna have to
Man, she's brutal. She went for the finishing. She said, this New Year's, I'm gonna finish you all. I'm gonna be on everybody's mouths.
well,
Everybody's gonna be talking about me.
let me in on it. What's up?
Wow, she took an Instagram picture with a new boo, and the picture was, uh-uh, was something else. It was something else. The picture was sexy, sassy, all in one.
Oh wow.
It spoke for itself.
Oh wow. I'm gonna have to research that.
I'm telling
Yeah.
you, it
Did you see
was
his
so
face? Did you see his
the
face?
I didn't, but I think she came out later on and said, "Oh, she's not really with him."
Really?
Um, yeah,
Oh, I didn't hear that because there were some other posts that actually had a photo of them together where we saw his face. He looks like a
yeah, I
young
did see
guy.
his face. Yeah, he's a young guy.
Yeah.
I
Mhm.
did see his face later on, but I think maybe like 2 days ago, I can't remember where I saw it. I think I was browsing through the internet and I saw it. And they were like, "Oh, Maya came out to debunk that she was dating the guy." I don't know. I don't know whether it's authentic, whether the news is real. I just saw it, and I didn't really. At that time, I didn't really want to dive more into it to find out whether it was an authentic news or real or whatever. I just browsed through it.
Mm.
Just browsed through it. What
Yeah, she
have you
still
guys seen?
well, she still has
Yeah,
the photo. She still has it posted up.
the photo. Yeah, she still has it. Well, let's just see how it's gonna be. Maybe she's preparing us for the new season of Real
Yeah,
Housewives. I know.
maybe. Yeah, you never know with her. That's why I said she could do a lot better job than Ashley. Ashley's smiling and she's laughing. And it's just, you just don't belong with this group. You never did. Get off our screen. And then did you see her insist on getting in that car with Candace?
Yes.
To
Yeah.
continue to irritate, agitate, just to continue. Like I said, it's so obvious. She is so bad at the job. Get somebody who is not so obvious to do it and who looks old enough to do the part.
Yes.
Yeah.
Um, and did you guys? I saw maybe for your girls sent me an article about this lady, the alleged mistress of Chris. Did you guys see the news
That she said that she lied.
that she
Mhm.
lied? I'm like, get your story straight for once, please.
Exactly. And wasting people's time with that.
I have headaches. The first time you came out, oh yeah, I'm his mistress, blah blah blah, blah blah blah. Then again, after like 2 or 3 days after, oh I lied. Well, then now immediately the new season started, as in immediately they started the new episode. You came out again. I lied. How many lies are you gonna tell in just one truth? So which one would you believe? The first lie or the second lie or this lie? Like, and she's like, you need to believe me. Why would I believe you? Even if it was true, right? Now you've made yourself an irrelevant source. Even if it was true, you've made yourself look like an utter liar because you told it. You came out the first time, you said one thing, you came out again and debunked it. Now you're here again, going back to the first one and saying that you were threatening to be fired from your job. That's why you lied. Like, how? Which one am I to believe? Were you really, or were you not, or were you threatened? There are three different versions now. Like, get this. Let her get her story straight first. Like, please, I don't have head. I have headache. 2024 is not the year of giving myself headaches over what people are saying or the lies or the truth. She shouldn't. When I saw it, I was like, she shouldn't have even said anything. I don't know why some people. How people think. I don't know. If I was a mistress, I would stay quiet. I would
Yeah.
stay quiet because they be dreaming too much. Like, do you think he's gonna leave his wife for you? Oh my god. But I feel bad for Candice. I wonder how it is right now in the household. Um, this thing going on. I wonder how she's feeling. I know, especially with the topic that's going on right now in the show. I just hope the ladies will not use it to attack her. in any way, shape, or form. Even in the reunion, I know those ladies can be very petty. I just hope they don't do that. I just hope. Uh, Well, I do wish her well. Actually, I wish her well because I love Candice. I wish her well. Is there any other thing we didn't touch upon before we come to the end of the life?
No, I mean, basically,
Yeah.
I feel like we touched all the subjects.
Yeah, the episode
Yeah.
was kind of disappointing. Actually,
Yeah. Hopefully
especially
somebody
coming.
picks up.
Yeah, especially coming back from the Christmas and New Year break to get this kind of disappointing episode. Like, I don't know. I think all the Bravo it's only the only show in Bravo right now that is really doing it is Real Housewives of Salt Lake.
Yeah, I heard.
Yeah, that I think that's the only s- series that even after the break now they're still giving it. Every other show that came out after the holidays, the episodes very bland.
Mm.
Very, very bland. Sorry. I hope they might do better next week. Let's see how next week's episode is gonna go. Well, thank you guys for joining us again on today's review and recap on the Real Housewives of Potomac. We'll see you guys same time next week. But before we go, don't forget to like and comment on the comment section, and also don't forget to click on the subscription button down below to subscribe. We'll see you guys next week.
Bye.
Bye. Bye.